Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This is on the current Holdout. This is my first try, and I don't know if I got lucky. It's just instant repair. Actually, on the last base, I kind of lost control, but it was still instant repair on the map. You'll see what I did. I was trying to move my brother Devin around, and I accidentally pulled all of my ridge runners into the center, which was a mistake. Now, what I do is I took one of my ridge runners out and I put the landlock in because he's got a massive range. And so instead of having 6 ridge runners, I'm only using 5. And then I am using the Sea Wizard for the anti-air aspect, because usually they'll bring overwhelming amounts of air in. We'll find out, but this is just my first attempt. So nothing's numbered yet, so I have to bring everybody over here and kind of spread them out so I can get to them. And I'm gonna put them in a 5-star pattern, and then I want to number them so that the next time, if you're going to number them in the number 1 base, because the number 2, 3, and bonus bases have too much coming in at the same time, and you don't want to mess around not having them hotkey numbered. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you press shift and then you hold shift down while you're clicking on a unit, and then you give it a number. And that way in the next base, when I deploy, I'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just press 1 and move it wherever you want to. And then you can double check to make sure that you do have them selected. And then I like to put landlock, just leave him in the middle, but put him on aggressive. His range is 775. He only has the 1 workshop right now. There's 2 more workshops available in this event, and I will put those on as we go. But right now he just has the 1 workshop, and there's many levels. He's a level 10 in my case, but he can go to level 30, and I don't think I'm going to be able to buy all the pieces in this event. I think I'm going to be able to buy 10 pieces. When I say buy, I'm talking about with the XP, the Holdout XP. It's called XP. There's not a lot in this Holdout event, actually. Usually there's a new unit. There is no new unit this time. If you remember, the Holdout, I think the Holdout came out last event. I'm pretty sure the landlock came out in the last Holdout event. Yeah, and then I just put my Sea Wizard on aggressive, and I put my landlock on aggressive, and then I set my ridge runners up for a 5-star pattern, and that seems to be pretty good. Now I do have brother Devin in here, okay? So what I'm gonna do, that's basically my main unit, brother Devin. I'm gonna let everybody else just go. I do not put my ridge runners on aggressive because they're already hypersensitive and already move on their own. So I don't want them to be, if you put the ridge runners on aggressive, they're so hypersensitive that they'll just all get together and be on one side of the base, and the other side of the base will be completely unprotected. So you just leave those guys alone. You make the star, or a circle around yourself. I say it's a 5-pointed star, but it's really a circle with 5 units in it. Just try to make it a circle around your center piece where your landlock and where your Sea Wizard are. By the way, in this event, if you do not have, we took no damage there. The only reason those units were sort of a green color is because I had numbered them. But we took no damage on the number 1 base there. Number 2, it's going to be easier. It's going to be the same thing. I just wanted to come in here and see. Yeah, there's really no good prizes. These are the workshops for the landlock. And then landlock upgrade parts. But if you don't have your landlock, I don't think that's a big deal. I think you could do fine here with just the 5 or the 6 Ridge Runners. And everyone should have the 6 Ridge Runners by now. I know a lot of low-level players that have the 6 Ridge Runners. So that's really the main thing. If you don't have your Sea Wizard, however, get the Sea Wizard. That you need. If you don't have the Sea Wizard, you'll probably take some damage in this event, but not too bad. Just make sure that you take out all of the air. But if you'll notice, my brother Devin, the main thing that I do with my brother Devin is I wait till a side of the base is cleared, and then I move in that direction, because they're seriously going for brother Devin. They're ignoring pretty much everybody else. See, if you have everything numbered, you can just quickly move everything out. And that is a key, okay? That is a key point. If you don't move out quick enough, you're not going to be in position. And so you really need to get your Ridge Runners numbered and then move them out and start taking their position so that they can start working. And then put your anti-air and your landlock on aggressive, and then just take your whatever your unit is that you're going to use for your high priority. You can use Devin, you can use brother Devin, you can use you can actually use a cannon. But I don't think that the cannon is going to be the best option. I don't. I think brother Devin is the best option. But if you don't have a choice, then use what you can. Now, I've numbered my 5 Ridge Runners 1 through 5. I've numbered my landlock 6, and I've numbered my Sea Wizard as 7, so I can put them on aggressive, and then I've numbered my brother Devin as 8. So I have 8 units, and I have 8 numbers, so that I can easily grab whatever unit I want just by pressing the number. Remember, it's shift, hold down the shift button, click on the unit you want, and press one of the keys, one of the number keys 1 through 0. So you can have 10 units numbered. I have 8, 1 through 8. So as you can tell, we're doing pretty well. We're not taking hardly any damage at all. Like I said, we didn't take any damage in the number 1 base. Usually 1 through 3 is pretty easy, and then the bonus base is where it gets a little bit more strategic. Now, with the bonus base, if for some reason you can't do it, do 1 through 3 until you get the stuff that you need so that you can do the bonus base. But you should be able to do the bonus base if you have the Sea Wizard and at least 5 Ridge Runners. When you see the little chests, now when I used to run strictly survivors, that wasn't a problem, and I would be able to go grab my chest. Now, nothing I have in here is associated with a clan. In other words, it's not survivor. I have no survivors, no corpus, no sentinels. And if you pick up your first package, and in my case I'm Survivors, my CC is Survivors. If you pick up your first package and it's a Survivors unit, you can still get the Bloodlust bonus. And that's another key thing. But if the first thing that you open up is a Corpus or a Sentinel, you won't get the, pardon me, you won't get the Bloodlust bonus. But let's say you have a Corpus CC and your first unit is a Corpus, you'll get the Corpus bonus. I think the best bonus is the Survivor's Bloodlust bonus, and therefore that's why I always try to stay Survivors most of the time, just because of that Bloodlust bonus. Unless I'm using all Corpus or all Sentinel units, then it makes sense to change your CC. But it's been a while since I've been using all Sentinel. If you think about it, lately we're using the Albert Ross. He's Survivors. Lately we've been using the Cosmortars. Lately we've been using the Warhogs, and so you get that bonus. However, if like say your CC is Corpus or Sentinels, if the first unit you pick up is a Corpus or a Sentinel, then you'll get whatever those bonuses are as well, as long as none of the units in your in other words, if all of your units are factionless, and all of the units I'm using are factionless. So I've been using this strategy, by the way. If you've watched my last 4 holdouts, this is my strategy. And before that, my strategy was very similar. I just used different units. In this one, I'm using the Landlock. You know, I could have used it in the last one too, but I just felt like the Landlock was maybe a better base defense unit because of its massive range. But to be honest, it sort of fires too slowly, and I don't know that I'm actually a big fan of the Landlock. That's why I say, if you don't have the Landlock, whatever level your Ridge Runners are probably going to be better than a level 1 Landlock. You notice that my Landlock has the orange fireballs, right? And at his level, they go through and then do more damage, but there's nothing back there to do damage to. And when they hit, they're not like a one-shot, you know, whereas the Ridge Runners, they pretty much, I don't know if they one-shot people, but they shoot them so fast with so many repeating shots that they're pretty much what I would call one-shotted, whereas the Landlock doesn't do that. He just kind of has that fireball, which doesn't seem to do as much damage initially as, let's see if it, no, see, he totally missed that tank. Like, I don't know what he's even shooting at out there. Anyway, the Landlock's an interesting unit. I'm not saying he's trash, but he hasn't grown on me yet. I don't like the slowness of the fireball. I don't like that it's not instant. I do like the fact that it goes through, but if there was something out there that it hit, then we can test it. But it's weird how he shoots. He doesn't seem to be able to hit what he's shooting at. That's the weird thing about the Landlock. It's like he aims, and then it's not a follow. Whatever he shoots at, if that unit moves, then it doesn't get hit. It's not a fire and forget type projectile. I'm gonna buy one of his workshops here, and we'll try it out, because there is a workshop that changes his projectile to a splitting projectile. I don't know what that means, so I'll have to put it on and check it. And the other one, let's see, the other one, he does more damage to infantry and vehicles. Or maybe it's just vehicles. I think it's just vehicles. This is one of those units where they give you a choice and you have to choose between several different types of workshop, and you can't like have it all. You have one or the other. And so I'll have to test to see which one is going to make it better. And in this event, I'll be able to have him fully workshop. This is my first try, by the way. This is my first attempt. And so I haven't purchased anything in the workshop. By the way, do not forget to purchase the what do you call it? The XP boost, okay? After the second base, you can do the XP boost, and then after the third base, you can do another XP boost. There's one XP boost that's 100%, and then there's another XP boost which is going to be 150%. So that's instant repair on the map. Fuck.